Yo, people, we just lost to West Ham 2-0. Can you goddamn believe it? Really and truly. Arsenal Football Club, who's in a title race this season, at home versus West Ham. 5 big chances missed. Forget VAR. Forget the referees. Forget all of that. The penalty shouts, the whinging, the crying. Forget that. The problem we have in front of us, ladies and gentlemen, is these players are not finishing their chances. These players are not taking the opportunities that are in front of them. We have the game in our hands. We could have won that game if we took our chances. Gabriel Jesus alone could have had he could have had 2 goals easy. 2 headers. But why? These Liverpool, we drop points. West Ham, we drop points. I'm getting deja vu from last season. Fans are already going Arteta out on Twitter, losing their heads. The overreactions have begun, and it's not making me feel any better. The reality is, we had an opportunity to go 6 points ahead of Manchester City today. We had an opportunity to go 1 point ahead of Liverpool again, and we absolutely dropped the ball here. You guys can say we bottled it. West Ham, they had 2 chances. They made us, they defended for 90 minutes and had 2 chances and they scored. And Zinchenko, who we spoke about before the game, we spoke about Zinchenko. And I kept backing this guy, but he's pissing me off. Why are we playing Zinchenko? The man is making mistakes every left center. Bro, he passed the ball out of play. Jared Bowen brought it back in. And I don't even know if it's out of play or if it's not. You guys let me know. But it's annoying. And at this point, I don't know what to say. Is it a systematic issue or is it just the individual players are absolutely screwing us over? Yes, Kai Havertz, we missed Kai Havertz. But it's not because of Kai Havertz that we lost this game. It's because the guys couldn't finish their goddamn dinner. Gabriel Jesus, 2 clear cut. Guys, do you understand what the shots, how many shots we had on goal today? We had 30 shots. We had 5 big chances, and we couldn't capitalize on any of them. As people have said to me on other streams and on yesterday, we need a killer. Tommy said on the stream the other day, we need killers. We need a goal scorer. Mikel Arteta said, no, we don't need one individual goal scorer to score 20 goals. We need a collective. Guess what? Today, the collective, their shooting boots were not on. Bukayo Saka, tripping all over the place. When he has a shot, instead of putting it at the top of the net, what does he do? He hits the bar, unfortunately. Gabriel Jesus, how many chances did he squander? Man had 3 shots. Man had 2 headers inside the little box. Are you kidding me? What was Gabriel Jesus doing today? Yes, he created 4 chances, but what did we get from those 4 chances? Gabriel Martinelli also. What is wrong with Gabriel Martinelli this season? I can't blame it on the system forever. He needs to start finishing his dinner. I know that the system has slightly changed and has made Martinelli a little bit worse, but he needs to snap out of it. We're in December. This is the last game of the year and we lose at home. David Moyes has never beaten Arsenal, and he beats us today. Guys, Mavropanos, who's an Arsenal reject, scored the winner for West Ham. Declan Rice gave away a penalty. Luckily, David Raya saved it. Wallahi, today, I was on the terrace just a few minutes ago, and I was trying my best to back Arsenal, but I don't feel like backing nothing. I am fuming today. And the reason why I'm fuming is because every time we put ourselves in a situation where we have an opportunity to take advantage and to push forward and to do something, we give ourselves these setbacks. And the setbacks, they don't come in one situation. They come in bunches usually. So we drop points to Liverpool, then we drop points to West Ham. And it's at home. That's the first loss of the season at home. Trossard today was dog shit. I don't want to see Trossard in the midfield again for a while. I thought Trossard was poor. I thought Trossard did not help. I thought Declan Rice and Odegaard were the only people in that midfield that were actually doing anything of note. I thought Bukayo Saka had the ball a lot and he tried to create some chances, but he himself, he took so many shots. None of them were going in. He took 9 shots by himself, Bukayo Saka. What happened to Bukayo Saka's shooting boots? Where were they today? It seems like ever since he's been, ever since, I don't know what happened. Ever since he changed his hair, some shit wrong. I'm not even going to blame it on his hair. Today, West Ham were not even amazing. West Ham were bang average, and they beat us 2-0 at our ground. You know who West Ham's best player was? It was their goddamn goalkeeper. And to add insult to injury, probably every Arsenal fan had him on their fantasy bench also. Wallahi, I don't know what to say to you guys. I genuinely don't know what to say to you guys, because there's going to be people out here who are going to say they blame Arteta. There's going to be people out here who say they blame Declan Rice. There's going to be people out here who are going to blame Zinchenko. There's going to be people out here who blame Gabriel Jesus. The reality of the situation is the players are to blame. Fuck VAR. Fuck the referees. Stop saying we got robbed. We robbed ourselves, and we continue to do it. We continue to look at the referees, and I am at fault of this also. I am part of the problem. I am done speaking about these dumbass referees that fucking make dumb mistakes every single day, because today, by the letter of the law, officially by the letter of the law, since he ruled it a goal, he can't disallow it. So what are we supposed to do? We got away with it versus Liverpool. We're going to complain about it today? No, we got to look at ourselves. We got to look at Jesus. We got to say, how are you taking those kind of shots in the middle of the box, literally right in front of goal, and you can't even get it with the power to get it on target? You're a professional footballer. You're a professional footballer. And you know what? People are going to love this. Rival fans, they're eating their hearts out. Tottenham lost today. Nobody cares, because Arsenal's the major story. We just lost to West Ham. We're title rivals. City, Liverpool, they are licking their lips. They're saying to themselves, this Arsenal team can't do it. And you know what the major thing is? The major conclusion from this game? Everyone's going to say, we need a striker. We need a center forward that puts the ball in the back of the net. Be it Dominic Solanke, be it Ivan Toney. Even if we can get a Victor Osimhen, we need a striker. Can we wait until next summer? Can we wait until next summer to bring in a center forward, or do we need one right now? Genuine question, because I don't know if we can survive until until the summer. If we try to wait until the summer, it could get peak, because these performances are is not a coincidence. We've been trying to brush it on the carpet. We've been brushing it on the carpet for way too long. Against Liverpool, we drew. And you know what? We could have finished our dinner. We could have also lost. But in that game, Martinelli once again had an opportunity to take the game by the scruff of the neck and win it. He couldn't do it. He couldn't do it. He couldn't do it. You look at other performances in which we dropped points this year. Newcastle. Yes, the referees fucked us in that game. But at the same time, in that game, what chances did we even create? You know what hurts more about this performance? One, we're at home. Two, we had one of the most chances created this season. We created the most chances we've done this season. The actual performance was shocking, but the chance creation was ridiculous. It seems like when they're under pressure and they need to score, they can create a lot of chances. Why haven't we seen that more often throughout the season? Is it that, oh, we needed a goal, so they took more risks? They took more opportunities to try to create more chances, but guess what? It led to nothing. So where does that get us? Oh, it just gets us a little bit higher on the team charts for chances created. Guess what? Now Arsenal are 7th with chances created. Woohoo! But guess what? We have 30 big chances missed. So we created 52 chances this season, but we've missed 30 big chances. We've missed freaking more. We've missed more than 50% of our chances. How are we supposed to do anything of major note if we are not more clinical in the final third? If we are not one of the guys who spread around goals and have at least 5 goals, 5 more goals from thing, another 5 from Jesus, another 5 from Martinelli. Eddie Nketiah is still our leading goal scorer. In the Premier League, Eddie Nketiah and Bukayo Saka are tied for 5 Premier League goals. You know the team we played today, West Ham? You know the team that we played today, West Ham? You know who their leading goal scorer is? Jared Bowen. He's on double the amount of goals. I'm not going to do GA stuff for the whole day, but it's just irritating. It's so irritating. What the hell is this bullshit? It's so irritating. And the thing that makes me more mad than anything else, is that I feel like the players dropped their heads. I felt like the players didn't believe they could go and get the equalizer after they missed a couple of chances. Let me see what somebody's saying here. Egal, you're going in circles. Deep down, you know that these players ain't got it in them. The reality is I'm not going there yet. I'm not going there yet to say that these players don't got it in them, because they wouldn't put us in this. We don't get in this situation 2 years in a row. It's not a fluke. It's not a fluke. There's something there. There's something tangible there that shows that we are one of the better teams in this league. But why is it that, similar to City, when they look at the schedule, they can just say to themselves, these teams, we're going to roll them over. We're at home, we're going to roll them over. It doesn't seem like we really do that. It doesn't seem like we really do that. It doesn't seem like we really take our opportunities and just roll over easy sides that often. We don't really capitalize and finish off teams when we have a chance. Our finishing is so bad that it's, at this point, laughable. It's laughable. I just want to laugh at the fact that this team is one of the best teams in the league, because days like today, we look bang average in front of goal. And what? Look, we had 30 shots, but I swear it felt like the guys were tipping and tapping all day in the box and not really doing anything with it. It was frustrating. It was frustrating. And you know what happened? The game started off so well. The first 20 minutes of the game, I felt like we were pinging the ball around. We were dominating possession. We do what we usually do. We started the game semi-decent. And we didn't give them many chances. I felt like we had a couple good chances around the 10-minute mark, but then come 14 minutes, they score. And it's like their first chance, they score like that. Simple. And I think they had 3 chances the whole game, and they scored from 2 of them. Our defense is supposed to be our strength. And today, you can't even say our defense let us down too massively, but they did. Certain guys like Zinchenko. I really want to know, what do we do with Zinchenko? Is he getting to the point where 2 back-to-back bad performances, we have to look at bringing in KVR, or is that reactionary? Because at this point, he's frustrating me. Zinchenko's frustrating me. I'm pretty sure he was involved with the header for the second goal, and he was involved with the first goal. And if I'm not mistaken, our next couple games are versus Fulham. If I'm not mistaken, Fulham have some tricky wingers. Am I wrong? Do Fulham not have some tricky wingers that could potentially give us some problems? Awobi, William? No, I don't know. Could that be a problem for Zinchenko? Is Zinchenko a defensive liability? I back Zinchenko in the sense that against 90% of the league, he's supposed to be helping us with our possession and helping us with control of the game. But if he's getting dispossessed like he did against Liverpool, and he's getting dispossessed like he did today, and he's not really doing as much good things in the defensive end, Zinchenko is going to be costing us more games than he's going to be saving us. And that is a problem. I know if Timber was ready and available, Zinchenko would not be playing. Zinchenko is a big issue, guys. I don't know if we can trust him against any of the big teams. Tomiyasu is a big miss, 100%. Bradley, 100%. Tomiyasu is a big miss. So is Timber. Timber and Tomiyasu. Right now, we would not be relying on Zinchenko as much. We wouldn't have got ripped by Mo Salah like that. We wouldn't have had a situation where where was he even passing the ball to? Where was Zinchenko passing the ball? Zinchenko's partly to blame for the opening goal also. He's the one that basically passed the ball to Jared Bowen. No one was around. Take it under control. Get it out of here. There's no communication in the attack. The attack. Oh, the attack. Let me show you guys something. You won't believe this. This is the attack today. How does the attack have this many chances at home against a lesser side? 5 big chances that I've already said. Today, if anybody is sitting there and they're putting this on Mikel Arteta, you're a fraud. Honestly. If you're putting this on Mikel Arteta and not the players, explain to me how. How are you putting this on Mikel Arteta and not the players? How? Let me just show you guys something. We all love Bukayo Saka. Today alone, these are Bukayo Saka shots. These are all of Bukayo Saka shots. If you can see right there, he got blocked, and he had 3 shots and 3 shots on target, 1 shot missed. So with 9 shots, he got 3 on target, and one of them hit the post. He created a lot of chances, but nothing came from it. Martin Odegaard today was probably one of the more creative players. He created 6 chances. Led to absolutely nothing. This man right here, Gabriel Jesus, expected goals of 4.6. Big chances missed, 2. What do we do with these guys? Martinelli. I don't remember the last time he scored a Premier League goal. When was it? Luton Town. Martinelli scored against Luton Town. That was the last time he scored a Premier League goal. When was the last time he scored a Premier League goal before that? Man City? Damn. He has 2 Premier League goals this season. Martinelli needs to step up. This attack is not going nowhere right now. It's literally in quicksand. And it's because their movement and everything is great. They can create chances, but they need too much time to think. Their instinct is not good. Their instinct doesn't allow them to just shoot and get it on target right away. They need to think too much. They need everything to go well for them. And Bukayo Saka, he gets taken out so many times, but I don't really want to hear about the penalty shouts for Bukayo Saka either. Today, I'm just looking internally, and I'm saying to myself, we are no, we're not. I'm looking at us and I'm saying, you know what? Yeah, criticize us. We have to take it on the chin. Anything you guys say to criticize the players, today, they fully deserve it. 100%. Liverpool stayed top of the league. Yeah, Liverpool stayed top of the league, and you want to know something? If we don't fix up, it could get peak for us. It really could get peak for us if you don't fix up. And this is what I mean. Arsenal Football Club are back in the Champions League for the first time in a while. We also have Liverpool in the FA Cup. So we're not going to have an easy time in the FA Cup where we can rotate. We play Fulham. We should get back to winning ways against Fulham on Sunday. Right? Then we face Liverpool next Sunday in the FA Cup, and then we face Crystal Palace on the 20th of January. Come the end of January, we play Liverpool again. With the fixtures coming thick and fast, and these players underperforming, we need to go and bring in January signings. I'm worried that these that the rumors coming out from the club right now is that they're not going to strengthen adequately in the January transfer window. And when I say strengthen adequately, I mean potentially bring in an Ivan Toney and go and get a midfielder or a defender. I don't think we're going to get 3 signings. I think we're lucky if we get 1. And the reality of the situation is when you look at these fixtures, if we're dropping points at home against West Ham, I could see us dropping more points. And then you look at our competition, teams like Liverpool who've been there, done that. I look at their fixtures. I don't see a difficult game. It just looks. I just look at them and I think to myself, until they play us or they play Chelsea, I could see them winning all these games. You go to City, you really look over to City and you start seeing yourself in a similar situation where they could just go on a run like last year. It just takes one massive loss like today for all the insecurities from last season to just creep in. And honestly, it really hurts because this whole season I've been so confident. I've been so happy. I've been so excited about watching my team play. But 2 back-to-back results and just gets the whole mood down. My message to everyone is, you know what? You win some, you lose some, but the reality is these are not acceptable performances. We have to see a massive upturn in results. We have to see a massive upturn in finishing our dinner in the final third. And we need to go to Fulham away and bury like 3 past them to try to get the worries of these last 2 results out of our mind. We need to see a massive comeback, or at least just give me 3 points and a convincing win, clean sheet. Because once again, we haven't been able to keep a clean sheet in the last 2 games. David Raya today, give him credit. He saved the penalty. That's something. It's not nothing. It's something. We miss SAKA, people are saying. We miss Kai Havertz, people are saying. The reality is, why does it take so long for players to get used to Mikel Arteta's changes in his system? Why? Why does it take so long? Do you all know that Ivan Toney hasn't played for 8 months? Yes, I know that. I know Ivan Toney hasn't played for 8 months, but you're telling me Ivan Toney would not be more clinical of a finisher? It's not like, 1 second, Ivan Toney hasn't played for 8 months, but I'm telling you right now, Pete, that Ivan Toney would have finished that header, would have scored one of those 2 headers that Gabriel Jesus had. You don't think he's the solution? He might not be the solution to us to go win the Champions League or something like that, but just to fix our finishing problem, we definitely need another finisher in this team. Eddie Nketiah and Gabriel Jesus are not good enough finishers in the final third for us to be relying on them week in, week out to bury those chances. If I'm not mistaken, Ivan Toney last season, his XG was out of the charts too. Today alone, Gabriel Jesus should have buried 2 chances. Let me tell you something. Ivan Toney's XG last season, he was supposed to score 21 goals. He scored 20. He was supposed to score 12 goals the season before that. He scored 12 goals. At Newcastle, he didn't get a real opportunity. But if you look at the Premier League this season, players who have the worst XG, players who have like one of the worst XGs in the league, Gabriel Jesus should be on 16.7 goals. It says, let me show you this. Just so you guys know. Just so you guys know how bad it is. Let me show you this. This is Arsenal Football Club right now. This is Arsenal Football Club right now, right? These are the players and how many goals they should be on, right? This is last season. This is last season, yeah. This is last season. Oh shit. Let me go to this season. So Arsenal Football Club this season, right? Eddie Nketiah is actually outperforming his XG. He should have 4.4 goals. He has 5. But look at the other underperformers. Saka should basically have 7 xG. He has 5. Jesus should be on 5 goals. He has 3. Add another 2 from today's game also. You look at Martinelli. Where's Martinelli? Oh, it says Martinelli should only have like 2.8. So he's not underperforming massively. Leandro Trossard's actually underperforming his XG also. You look at that right there, and you look at this team, and you look at the amount of goals that we have not been scoring at a good rate at all. And then if I go to last year, let me show you last year also. Let me show you the difference between this year and last year. Last year, if I'm not mistaken, Martinelli had our most goals. Martinelli outperformed his XG last year. Martinelli was clinical last season. This season, there's been a slight dip in his ability to finish his chances. Martin Odegaard, same thing. Martin Odegaard should not have been anywhere near 15 league goals. He should have had like 10. Not doing it. Bukayo Saka outperformed his XG. All 3 of them outperformed them XG massively. Guess what? Our 2 strikers last year underperformed the XG again. 5 goals he left on the plate. Gabriel Jesus last year. Eddie Nketiah left another 5 goals on the plate also. It just goes to show you that these guys could all do what they need to do. But if these 2 are not going to bag, we're going to run into the same problem. We're going to run into the same problem. That's why we need a striker. That's why we need a killer. It's not even the striker is not the thing. It's the fact that we need a goddamn killer. Okay. This is the next thing. This is to how much will Brentford want? Bro, if Brentford are going to give him to us for a reasonable deal, I would do it in the January window. But if they ask for anything above 80 million, they can. It's not going to be realistic. It's not going to be realistic. You know what I mean? People are saying 3 of them came against Danny Ward. So does that count? Big up. You got someone here saying City get KDB back. City get KDB back. Let's see how good they are with KDB back. It's going to be a problem. We're going to have to see how good they actually are with KDB back. Now, let's go to Mikel Arteta's press conference, see what he had to say about that shambolic performance. Honestly, they didn't even put a picture of a player for the post-match. They didn't even put a picture of the player for the post-match. I don't think they should have. I think the players were all shocking today. Like, think about it. Martin Odegaard probably can slightly hold his head up high, but Gabriel Jesus today, criminal what he did. Bukayo Saka, I think he could have done better too. Declan Rice gave away a goddamn penalty. So yeah, they spoke about the opening controversy. Let's get into this. You guys really want to talk about that VAR decision? Because in my opinion, we could sit here. Oh my God, what I just witnessed. That is an embarrassment. That is an embarrassment. But yeah, let's get back to this quickly. Let's get back to this. 1 second. Let's talk about that VAR controversy first. First, you have this. West Ham, was this out or was this in? Does it really matter? I don't feel like this was the deciding factor of the game. I really do believe this is a factor in the game, but at the same time, we have over 70 minutes left in the game. You can look at this and you can say, penalty check. How can you determine that? We can't see it. But guess what? It doesn't matter, because even if the ball was on the line, we didn't take any of our chances to win the game. Maybe you can say 0-0, the game could be different. Yes, maybe the game could be different. But what we showed in the 90 minutes, it didn't matter how much we huffed and puffed. We didn't blow the house down. So can we really look at this and say to ourselves, we're so aggrieved? Genuinely, what's your thoughts? Because I can't look at this decision and say to myself, this is what cost us. We can't blame this on this performance. We can't blame this for us losing today. This is not why we lost today. This is not why we lost today. Genuinely, from my bottom of my heart, there's no excuses. We were just absolutely shambolic today. If you want to sit here and blame the VAR or the referees for this performance, I'm sorry, we're not going nowhere, because we cannot rely on referees to give us decisions our way every single day. We cannot rely on overturned decisions, penalties to go our way every single game for us to win. We need to win based on our own merit and our own merit alone. It cannot be because the referees are giving us decisions every single left, right, center. That is the facts that we need to do. People saying City's going to win the league. That's an irrelevant point to what I'm talking about right now. From here, Bukayo Saka, you have to finish your goddamn dinner. Explain to me, when does Bukayo Saka miss these kind of chances last season? Bukayo Saka never misses these kind of chances. He always buries these kind of chances. The quality of chances that we had today, guys, you guys don't understand. Literally in front of all the defenders, just him and the goalkeeper. Hits the bar. Usually he used to put it up here. Today he decided to put it in annoying. What can you do? We huffed and puffed. We couldn't blow the house down. Next. Declan Rice against his old team. Loses. Probably Declan Rice's worst performance in an Arsenal kit. Probably Declan Rice's worst performance in an Arsenal kit today. I don't think we've seen a game where, you know what, I'm not going to blame him for the loss, but I'm just going to say he's been spotless for majority of these games. And I felt like today against his former team, maybe they knew him a little bit better than other people, and they knew where to get the ball off him and how to do certain things. It wasn't like he was shocking, but the whole team was terrible, and he was part to blame. 100% part to blame. Mavropanos scored, blah, blah, blah. Gabriel Jesus. Brother, can you try to at least score? What is this? What is this? Manchester City fans told me he's a winger, he's not a striker, and moments like this make me think they're correct. Moments like this make me think they're correct. 100%. Now, what is Mikel Arteta to blame for? Mikel Arteta is to blame for putting Trossard on the pitch. He should have played either Jorginho or Emil Smith-Rowe to start the game if they were available. He should have done that. That's my honest opinion. He should have played one of those two. Mikel Arteta is to blame for putting out that lineup, and I think the players let him down. But the one thing I'm going to blame him for, I don't think Trossard and Martinelli on the same pitch works. I think the two of them take up the same area where at least Kai Havertz drifts into the box. Both Martinelli and Trossard are used to playing out wide. That's why when Trossard plays with Kai Havertz, it kind of works. But when you see Trossard and Martinelli, they just keep occupying the same area of the pitch. And Mikel Arteta, I think he got it gravely wrong there. That if I'm going to say anything that he got wrong, Mikel Arteta, that is where I'm going to say he got it completely wrong. He got it completely wrong there. Mikel Arteta should have known better to not have put both Martinelli and Trossard in the same side. I think together, they don't play that well. I just don't think it blends well. I know Martinelli hasn't been good, Taylor, but the thing is, Martinelli has not been good. Trossard has somewhat been semi-decent this whole entire season. And they've always come in and out for each other. Even when he played in that left area, I don't remember that left 8. I don't remember a game where him and Martinelli were on the pitch together and they played well together. I think if you have in this game, by the way, on the bench, Arsenal had Jorginho, El-Neni, and Emil Smith-Rowe. You should have started with one of them. I'm not saying play El-Neni. I'm just saying Emil Smith-Rowe or Jorginho should have been one of those picks. I think Trossard, playing Trossard in the midfield, that gimmick, I think it needs to end. At least for now, because that left side or their right, the whole Kudus side, Martinelli can track back. Trossard, I don't really trust him to track back. And we already know Zinchenko is weak defensively. When you have Kai Havertz there, at least he helps out defensively a lot. The whole game, defensive actions, Trossard had like 3. Didn't really do much defensively. So I'm looking at Arteta. He needs to figure out a way to get the best out of Martinelli and still have a left 8 that plays the way they want to play. Today, coincidentally, no Kai Havertz. Odegaard has a better game, but it is what it is. And we can talk about the back line, but I thought Saliba was a little bit poor today, misplacing some passes. Didn't cost us though, but it is what it is. Overall, if I'm gonna look at the team and I'm gonna start giving player ratings, we're gonna talk about that in a second. Before we get to player ratings, we're gonna talk about that in a second. We gotta talk about this. Our top scorers. Yeah, we already spoke about that. Can you guys see this? These are the amount of touches we had in the box today. Arsenal had 77 touches in the opponent's box. 77 touches without scoring. Bro, it reflects how look at this comment right here. That reflects how poor we were, but not scoring. By not scoring. Yeah, 100%. This is just shocking. You want me to full screen that so you guys can see? That's bad. Bro, we were just foreplaying the whole time. Slap it in. Slap it in the goal instead of just playing around with it. It's like playing around with your food. Annoying. Absolutely annoying. Couldn't believe my eyes today. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Peter, Egal, remove your Arsenal shirt. You are embarrassing us. Bro, you can remove yourself from this chat. Nobody's asking you to watch. Nobody's asking you to watch. That's the reality. Nobody's forcing you to watch. Oh, we're forcing you to watch. Go fly kick a monkey, bro. Nobody's asking you to watch, bro. If you don't want to watch, you don't have to watch. Nobody's telling you you have to watch Egal Talks Football. If you want to watch any other channel, you're glad to. Go ahead. No one's gonna bother you. But yeah. There's a couple more talking points that we need to talk about. There's a couple more talking points that we need to talk about. And I'm gonna show you what those talking points are. Because this is a suffer. We're suffering a cost to our title hopes right now. So we spoke about VAR. We spoke about the small margins. We spoke about the questions over Zinchenko. We spoke about that. We spoke about the striker situation. We spoke about Trossard's role and the struggle in Trossard's role. Now we need to speak about this right here. We need to speak about this right here. This is what we need to speak about. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about. Have Arsenal dealt themselves a blow to our title hopes? That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know. You look at the Premier League table. Where do you guys stand? Where do you guys stand with the potential of us still winning the league? Because some people have already thrown their toys out the Prem and are saying we can't do it because of this performance, because of the continuous lack of cutting edge in the final third. Where do you guys stand? Oh, big up Peter. My bad. I thought you were making fun of me. I'm just so used to people making fun of me, man. It's annoying. It's annoying. So annoying. Honestly. That table won't fool me. we've been poor this season. Interesting take. And imagine we've been poor, but we're 2 points off top of the table. City have been poor, and they're 5 points off top of the table. Right? City have been poor, but with a game in hand, they could be equal to us come next game. Guys, can this team, as currently constructed, win the Premier League? Games like today make me believe that it's not possible. Honestly. Genuinely. I genuinely question the mortality of this team, or the ability for this team to actually win because of games like today. Because of games like today, I question if this team will be able to actually get over the line. I do. And when you look at that table, you see Aston Villa are 1 point behind us. And we all say, oh, Aston Villa's not in the title race. We just openly say, yeah, they're not in it. They're just there. Guys, this is a slight reality check. I'm not saying it's over. Nobody's saying it's over. But it's definitely a reality check, and it definitely hurts. It definitely hurts. Definitely a big blow. Definitely a big blow. And last home game of the season, man. Arteta doesn't seem to include what do you call it? Arteta doesn't seem to be interested in playing Emil Smith Rowe that often, but he almost scored when he came on. What's going on with Emil Smith Rowe? Does he have a future at the club? Does Emil Smith Rowe have a future at Arsenal Football Club? I want to know. Do you guys believe Emil Smith Rowe has a future at Arsenal Football Club? Because at this point, he came on to try to save Arteta, but I don't know if Arteta rates him. I really don't know. Do you think we'll actually go into the transfer market for a striker? Bro, we have to. We have to. John, we have to. But guess what? We're not going to do it. It's a problem. It's a problem. It's a problem. We have to go into the January transfer window, but I don't think we're going to do it. Man said he should go to Bournemouth. He'd actually do well at Bournemouth. But yeah. Fucking hell, man. Let's see if there's anything else on the Arsenal website before we go to the player ratings, because today's just a disgraceful performance. People love it when we... Guys, have you guys seen the campaign? People just loving life right now. Everyone loves it when Arsenal drop points. They want to hear all about it. Let's hear what Mikel Arteta had to say, because hopefully Mikel Arteta doesn't say something stupid that will piss me off. Let's see what Mikel Arteta had to say about this shambolic performance. On the game, what did he say? Congratulations to West Ham and praising my what? Let me get this computer to read this.
Congratulate West Ham and praise my players. That's what I can say. This is football. You look what we've done in the game. How much we generated in the game, and to see the result is very disappointing. But they were better than us in both boxes. They had 2 shots, with a penalty. 3. We had 30. I don't know how many touches in the box. How many situations. How many open goals to score, and we haven't. In football you have to do that better if you want to win. And today we haven't won because of that, and for the rest, the team kept trying and had an incredible attitude again.
Mikel Arteta, I guess he has to be positive. On the missed chances, he spoke about that. Also, on the frustration of losing after dominating the stats. Please don't tell me he complained about VAR.
I haven't seen it. The only thing they are saying is that it's not conclusive, the images that they have. It's just a shame that with the technology that we have that it's not that clear that we can say yes that it was out or in. It's done. It's gone. Nothing we can do about it now.
Yeah, get on with it. On the potential signings for new, yeah, we need that. We need to know. Is there going to be signings in January? Please say yes.
What we have is the players that we have. It's the players that I love the most. What we have to do is try to get better situations and more training. Put them there and raise their confidence, and that's it, because they have done it.
You got to be kidding me. The lack of confidence in front of goal. How are we going to fix this, Mikel? What does he say?
I don't think it's that. You hit the post, or you hit the ball and it's half a centimeter and you have I don't know how many shots, or someone blocks the shot and it doesn't come in. We miss a lot of situations when we have to pick the right pass. There are 2 players free in the box and I can recall 5, 6 actions of that, and that's what makes the difference to win the games.
He's the manager. He's going to cover up for his players. That's the reality. On camera angles provided, no one wants to hear about that. On the record, 77 touches in the box and not scoring. Wow. They were great. We have to put the ball in the back of the net and win it. 100%. 100%. Anybody else spoke? Mikel Arteta. We need to get sharp in front of goal. 100%. Guys, we need to see a solid performance versus Fulham. After the end of this game, we need to finish our chances. Let's just say well done, West Ham. 100%, bro. 100%. Let's just say well done, West Ham, because we're doing too much. We're doing too much right now. I don't like it. But yeah, Mikel Arteta, that's what he had to say for his press conference. And it is time for the player ratings, guys. It is time for the player ratings. Let's get into the player ratings. Jesus is pants. Yeah, Jesus was shit today. Egal, City win. City are second place. Bro, I know. Let's get into it. Raya saved the penalty. Didn't have much else to do. I'll give him a 6.5. I'll give him a 6.5 for Raya. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section. What do you guys think about Raya's performance in the comments right now? What would you get? What rating would you give David Raya? Let me know what rating you guys would give David Raya. I'm going to give David Raya a 6.5 out of 10. As I said, he saved the penalty, didn't have much else to do for majority of the game. Yes, he conceded 2 goals, but I felt like he couldn't have done anything for the header. And the first goal is just Suchek was too close to the box. It is what it is. It's always difficult to save those. So I gave him 6.5. Oh, they also gave a 6.5. I thought Ben White created some good chances, did okay. Overall, I'll give him a 6. Didn't have a bad game at all, in my opinion. Give him a 6. Saliba wasn't at his best. I'll give him a 5.5 today. Wasn't at his best. Didn't have the best game. Gabriel Magalhaes, same thing. I'll give him a 6. Similar. I thought he was slightly better than Saliba. A little bit more physical. He got out jumped for the Martinelli for the Mavropanos goal. Zinchenko. I'm starting to dislike Zinchenko in this team. He seems to be more of a liability than somebody who helps us. I'm going to be harsh. I'm going to give him a 3. I'm going to give Zinchenko a 3. Some people saying he deserves 0. I'm not surprised. I think Zinchenko is a liability defensively and offensively. At times, he's even losing the ball in dangerous areas, putting us under pressure. I'm going to give him a 3. I thought he was shocking. They gave him a 4.5. I thought Declan Rice had one of his worst games at Arsenal, gave away a penalty. I'm going to give him a 5. That's me being generous. Trossard, he gets a 4. I thought Trossard was the second worst player on the pitch. And for a team that was not that good at finishing, and a midfielder who is more attacking than he is a defender, he was poor. Poor performance from him. Odegaard, one of the better players on their day. I'm gonna give him a 6.5. I thought he was one of the best players on the pitch, created the most chances. Just unfortunate that none of his chances that he created turned out to be goals. What did they give him? They gave him a 7. He's probably the man of the match. Saka, 4 finishing, 4 overall. I thought he did a lot, but his finishing was terrible. If I'm giving Martinelli, if I'm giving all these other guys bad ratings, I'm also going to give Martinelli a 4. I thought Martinelli was poor also. Gabriel Jesus, 3.5. Shocking in the final third. Absolutely shocking in the final third. Nelson, I felt like he didn't have enough time to do anything. Eddie Nketiah didn't have enough time to do anything. Emil Smith-Rowe came on and looked better than half the players already on the pitch, so I'm going to give him a 5. And Mikel Arteta, I'm going to give him a 4 out of. I'm going to give Mikel Arteta a 4 out of. I'm going to give Mikel Arteta a 5 out of 10. I thought Mikel Arteta did his job as adequately as possible as he could. And I think that's it for today, ladies and gentlemen. It's a frustrating night. Absolutely frustrating performance. Absolutely frustrated that nobody also joined the stream, as I usually have guys jump on. I actually usually have guys jump on after the game, but here we are. And Wolf on Night, yeah. What can cheer us up now? In the FA Cup? No. I need the league title or the friggin' Champions League this year, man. We need to strive for greatness. We can't settle for just a cup run. Can't do that. We've gone past the level where we need to just settle for cup runs. Yes, you want to win trophies, but it is what it is. Guys, I'm going to wrap it up there. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this stream. I felt very much the love and support from you guys this year, and it's been a great year. We're going to be back for the final day of the year on the 31st. I appreciate all the love and support you guys have shown the channel. I love all the love and support you guys have shown to me. And you know what? There's a lot of rivals watching today just to laugh at me, but hey, it is what it is. I'm going to let you go. You guys have a good one. I'll catch you guys on the next show. Peace.